So good evening traders, this is VFX again. So tonight I'm dropping a video currently, and the video talks about 4 major patterns of price action that most forex traders pay attention to. So I want you to do well to watch this video if you're willing to learn and grow. So if you're into forex or you just venture into forex and willing to know more, so I'm dropping these 4 major chart patterns that most forex traders pay attention to. But I want you to note that there are a lot of forex chart patterns that exist, but these 4 are one of the major part of it. And so if you find it valuable, like this video and share to your friends as well. So stay tuned and thank you. So good evening guys, this is BFX, and tonight we're talking about my 3 most traded forex pattern I always look out for in the forex market. So if I see these patterns, these are the reasons why I mostly take my trade sometimes, and sometimes I make profits and lesser times I make losses. So you also can learn from this strategy, from this pattern, and also replicate them. So with time I'm going to show you the theoretical part of it, and then we go into the practical part of it on the chart. So number 1 chart pattern I'm talking about is the first one will be M pattern or double top. You can call it double top or M pattern. M pattern. And the second one is what? W pattern. You can also call this W pattern a double bottom. And the last one, which I also look out for, is the head and shoulder. Head and shoulder, yeah. And the opposite of this head and shoulder is inverse head and shoulder. So now, the first one is what? M pattern, right? Like I said, M pattern, you can also call M pattern a double top. This pattern most times print themselves on the chart, and these are what most forex traders look out for. So this is how M pattern always moves. It starts from the bottom, it moves up, comes back down, then makes an equal high with the previous price when price pushed down, comes back there and does what? It eventually sells down. So the mindset behind M pattern is looking out for a sell market whenever the price comes back to the previous high. So you look forward for a candlestick confirmation here for you to take a trade. Then the second one is the W pattern, right? You can also call this a double bottom. So this comes in a way of coming down, go back up, then the price will come back to make an equal low with this previous low, and does what? It will move back up. So the system behind this, or the mindset behind this, is looking forward for a buy on this trade. So the price will come back to this previous low, and you check out for candlestick confirmation for it to take a buy. And the third one is head and shoulder, right? So this head and shoulder is just like a theory part of how human looks like. So it goes up, come back down, break this high upward, come back, then makes an equal price with this previous high, and does what? And comes down. Do you get me? Can you see that it looks like a head and shoulder pattern? So, and the last one is the inverse. So when we're talking about the inverse, we mean the opposite of this one. So the inverse is just like this. It comes down, go back up, breaks below here. It breaks below here, go back up, and does what? Makes an equal low with this, and does what? Go back up. So your own motive is just you're looking forward to take a buy here, moving it upward, because this market before went up, right, came back down. So the same buyers that push this price upward can also push the price upward again if the price eventually comes back to this previous price here. Do we get it? And this head and shoulder as well, as you can see, the price went up, right, came back down, went up, then this price came back to this previous places whereby the seller sold down, right, and does what? Came back down. So you'll be looking forward for a sell here after a candlestick confirmation. I hope you're able to understand these 4 patterns, and right now we'll be heading to the practical part of it. So now let's go to our chart. So now you guys are welcome back. So now the first one is what is the M pattern, right? So now we look out for the chart. Let's look out for the chart here. We are on a 15-minute time frame, and this is good. As you can see that this price did what? It pushed up, right? Came back down. Sorry, let me illustrate it out. Let me use this price moved up, right? Was moving up, came back down, right? And did what? It moved back up and did what? And pushed down. See, looking at this illustration, this is the hem pattern. So if I were you, I would have looked for a sell around this edge and do what? And sell down. That's the M pattern. Let's look for another M pattern scenario. M pattern are not always very simple on the chart, so it takes a lot of practice for you to be able to discover them. So this is another M pattern. The price went up, right? Came back down, went back up again, right? And did what? And pushed down a little bit. But this was not really a good M pattern, because the price eventually went back up because it's an uptrend. If I were you, I won't be taking a trade. I won't be taking a sell here, because this price is overall trend is an uptrend. Do you get it? So now let's go to the second one, which is a W pattern. So here we can find a W pattern here. This example of a W pattern. The price came down, went up, came back down, right? And did what? And pushed up. Even eventually came back down again and did what? And pushed up. This also looks like an inverse head and shoulder, but it's still a W pattern. Can you see? It's making a equal low. Then when the price comes back to the previous low, you look for a candlestick confirmation. And if you don't know how to make if you don't know how to discover a candlestick confirmation, please just comment in the comment section. I'm going to do well to explain to you how to look out for candlestick confirmation. Then you do what you look forward for a buy. Then let's look forward for another W pattern. Let's look forward for another W pattern. This is another W pattern around here. Can you see that? The price did what? The price pushed down, went back up, then did what? It pushed down and did what? And moved up. If you look at this illustration, this is a W pattern. Can you see that? It's a W pattern. Can you see? When came back down, went up, then make a equal low with this. Sometimes it's not always accurate, but it come near to that price. Then the buyers who push the price up here will still come back to do what? Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work. Might still do what? Push it back up. That's why you have to practice on this system a lot for you to know how it works. So that's why Forex is not always rosy. Now we'll be looking out for the third one is the head and shoulder. Now how can we discover head and shoulder? Now from here, for you to discover head and shoulder, you have to practice over in the chart and look out for head and shoulder. Can you see the price came up here, right? Came back down. The price broke above, right? Came back down, went back up, and a little bit, it pushed down a little bit. For you to catch this move, you have to go to a lower time frame, but the price eventually pushed up. So that's not really a solid head and shoulder. So I really hope to find an head and shoulder around. Well, I didn't really this video I never prepared for it, not like I set things up. I'm just showing you live and direct. I'm just preparing everything live and direct. So an inverse head and shoulder is quite a little bit of hassle or difficult to find, but let me show you inverse head and shoulder. So this is inverse head and shoulder. Price came down, right? Went up, came back down, go back up, come back down, and did what? And pushed up. If you look at this with the inverse head and shoulder, the last one we discovered there, can you see that this price looks like the inverse head and shoulder? And you remember the last concept I gave to you about the inverse head and shoulder. So this is just a little illustration about Forex chart patterns. I hope you're able to learn something from this video. If you are not able to learn something from this video and you really want to know how to make candlestick confirmation, please comment and I'm going to do well to respond. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening. This is BS.